ready 100%, feeling strong, feeling prepared, and can't wait next Saturday.
Now you go right to Vegas from here,
Yes,
pretty much. Okay.
yes.
Are you doing any training at the Performance Institute out there, at the new facility that the UFC has?
Maybe it's probably, but for sure I will be do like a lot of trainings. It's few days, 10 days.
Sure. Where did you do your training camp for this fight?
My training camp start in Thailand in Tiger Muay Thai
Okay.
Academy. Then we moved to Texas. I trained there in Gracie Barra and Houston Muay Thai. And like the final part of my training camp, it was in Denver, in Colorado, in
Okay.
303 Training Center.
With like Rose Namajunas
Yes.
And JJ Aldrich, right?
Yes, with Rose, JJ, with her we trained like my last training camp,
Right.
but this time I think she has a fight, so she was
Right.
like missing. But there is a lot of like good fighters there, like girls with Shannon I trained, and boys, few like very good wrestlers, very good strikers. So I had very strong training camp.
This is the first time that you're going to see Amanda since you saw her at that press conference where she, she put her fist on your
Yes.
face. Have you run into her at all today?
When she last time when she could not control her nerves and did like what she did, yes, it will be my first time since that moment.
Do you think she was nervous? Is that what it
I
was?
think she was out of control and she could not like control all these nerves during, because it's a like big event, media and all this stuff, and it's has to be very strong to control it. A person who cannot control, she's acting like she acts.
Do you think that's an advantage for you? Because if it's someone who's out of control and can't focus on the fight, is that a good thing for you?
Yes, of course, because know how to control and know how to react in the right moments, in the right place. It's like a key for the victory.
This is you're not someone who usually talks trash and talks a lot about your opponent before the fight. Did that catch you by surprise that she was saying some stuff like that? And even before that, when you guys were in the cage together after her fight, after your fight, would that catch you by surprise, like things that she was saying?
Like if I don't say nothing like bad about my opponents, it doesn't mean that my opponents never say it. Because I had like experience when Juliana Pena was talking like, some kind of the same things. So Amanda, she's talking some kind of same things. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for me nothing because really one thing that's matter is fight. And when the door is closed, no one word will help her.
You seem to think the first fight was a close fight, and you were winning toward the end of the fight. A 5-round fight, is that something that could be in your advantage?
Yes, for sure. And it's very sad that I could not finish that time because of time. Maybe a little bit like 1 minute more, it would be like different results. But I'm pretty sure that this time, I will finish her as soon as I can.
This has all kind of happened very quickly for you over the last year and a half. Are you surprised about how quickly you've gotten to this point where you're fighting for the belts and you have a chance to win it next week?
Not at all, because I was training very hard. I was working very hard on where I am now, and I'm in martial arts more than 20 years. It's not like I started yesterday, wow, I'm here, what's happened? No, it's not like this, because I was prepared all my life to be where I am now. And this is like that fight, it's delayed my goal a little bit but it doesn't mean nothing, because I had a lot of experience during this last year. I had great training camps like with Holly Holm for my fight with Holly Holm, for my fight with Juliana Pena. I had like these fights that give me more experience, and now I feel me like strong like no one time, and I not only prepared for this fight, I'm more than prepared for this fight, and I will show everything like that I have this Saturday.
The UFC's July card is usually traditionally their biggest one of the year. They usually do 2 or 3 fights in the week, and it's usually their big card of the year. You're headlining that with Amanda. Is there a certain pressure on you because it is their big card?
This is my third fight headlining to be like the main event. First one with the Holly Holmes and Juliana Pena, and now it's of course it's responsibility, a lot of responsibility, but I'm ready for it, and this is put a little bit pressure, but I know how to control it. I know what's the main thing, and I know exactly the main. It's the victory of the fight, and all that I have to do before the fight is my job. But all my thoughts and all my energy and power and everything, it's leading to the fight.
There's a lot of promotion you have to do for this too. I mean, like this media day here in LA. Next week, there's more media stuff. And that's not something you're necessarily used to before, in Muay Thai and kickboxing. Is that hard? When you're trying to prepare for a fight, you have to make time for all this other stuff.
Yes, it's a little bit a little bit. Um, Actually, me, I prefer to stay very focused on my trainings and be very concentrated for my trainings. But it's not bothering me at all. I'm not putting all my heart to the media, and I start trying to do something what I unusual for me. No, I'm like as I am every day, and but every time I thinking about my training and my performance. And what is more important for me is, of course, it's like media day. It's everything is important, but for me, number one, it's a fight.
Do you think that she'll do anything when you guys face off today, or even next week? Do you think she'll do a similar thing, put it, with her fist?
I'm never starting first, but I will not be quiet when somebody is offend me. And I said last time I was saying for that punch, for that push, she will respond. I will respond with 10 times more punches.
Last thing I wanted to ask you about, I'm going to ask everyone about this today, Mayweather and McGregor. Now, you're someone that has a striking background for a very, very long time at the highest level of striking. It's not boxing, but, it's still striking. How do you see that fight playing out, and do you think McGregor has any chance?
I cheering for McGregor. It's 100%, and people starting to say that this fight will define who is the best fighter. But I think it's not right, because it will be more correctly do. If you want to see the best fighter, you have to fight 5 rounds in boxing, 5 rounds in MMA. This will be fair, and this we can say it's the best fighter. But for now, I wish to Conor McGregor the victory.
So you want to see them fight in MMA after this?
It would be interesting fight, more interesting than boxing.
Do you like the idea of this fight? Because I know some other UFC fighters are like, well, why is he going and fighting a boxer? Why doesn't he just defend his title?
Why not? Why not? Why he cannot fight in boxing and Muay Thai? He can do whatever he wants. Because actually, me, I had a few professional boxing fight. I also fight in professional boxing, professional Muay Thai, MMA, so Taekwondo, Karate. I fought every style. Why he cannot?